I was making this, and then I scrapped it like a quarter of the way through, and I was like, nah, I can do better. And then I scrapped that, like not even like starting it.
You're like, no, I can do worse.
And then I made it something else, and I was putting it together over there, and I was like, this sucks. I'm not doing this. So I scrapped the entire thing. I'm like, throw this slide. I'm just gonna wing my first idea. Hello, everybody. My name is Chase Starkweather. Maybe you know me as the One-Eyed Wonder, the Blind Bandit, Cyclops himself, or maybe even, as George said, Alice from Alicization. It can be either of those. But anyway, welcome to BakaKon 2020. You're here at my panel, which is called the anime review of the Tuaru Manjutsu no Index, Tuaru Kagaku no Railgun, and I don't remember what the accelerator one is, but a certain scientific accelerator anime recap panel. This is going to be basically just a recap of the entire series because I recently rewatched everything of it again, and also Railgun T is airing right now, so what a perfect time to jump in, right? Yeah, that's not how I was thinking. So anyways, I'm going to go through all the chronological show order for each of these separate, and then I'll basically along the way tell you guys the chronological order of the entire universe as a whole.
This camera's gonna get heavy.
So first off, we start in 2008 when JC Staff animated the first adaptation of A Certain Magical Index Season 1. This is a 24 episode show starring our main character, Toma Kamijo, or I like to call him Toman Kamijino. Our main character is basically the most typical light novel protagonist. There's nothing really super special about him other than the fact that he has a right arm which is very unlike. The universe is basically revolves around the powers of magic and science battling against each other, basically for the control of Academy City. Academy City is the largest, it's technologically advanced city. About if I'm not mistaken, they said it's about like a decade or 2 decades higher technology than everywhere else in the world, and it is 80% students inside the entire studio, which is why it's called Academy City. Academy City is home to basically, if I'm not mistaken, all espers in the entire Japan, the whole world. They don't really make that clear, but it's definitely in Japan where they're at. So, anyways. There's Esper users. These people use science to basically use superpowers, and they are categorized by their strength and how well they can use these powers and basically do damage to crap and stuff like that. Academy City is leveled out by, everyone is ranked there by level 0 to level 5, level 5 being the strongest. There's 7 level 5s in Academy City, and one of them, the 5th ranked level 5, Makoto Mise. The 5th ranked level 5 Makoto Mizuka, aka the Railgun. At the start of Tuaru Manjutsu no Index, A Certain Magical Index, I don't know why I keep saying the Japanese title, but anyways, that's it. Our main character, Toma Kamijo, is walking home from school one day, and he runs into Makoto Mizuka. Toma Kamijo goes home to
First episode.
Yeah, he goes home to his apartment building, and he finds laying on his windowsill, a certain little nun Index. This is Index. She's laying. Is that a phone?
It was something. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
How did you activate my seer?
Anyways, our main character, Toma Kamijo, goes home. He finds Index, this little nun girl, hanging on his windowsill and stuff like that. And he pulls her in. He's like, "What are you doing there?" And she's like, "Oh, I was just running away from people." And stuff like that. She's like, "You have any food?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, I got food." And he gives her like this old, like beat up sandwich and stuff like that he sat on. And she eats it anyway. And he's just like, "Ah!" But she also eats his hand and she bites it and stuff. And they go on this big tangent and stuff like that. And she's basically like, "Hey, yeah, there's a bunch of people chasing me. You don't really want to get involved with me." He's like, "Well, I can't just leave you," and stuff like that. So he takes care of her for a bit, some stuff happens, and then while he's trying to get her some help, he gets chased down by this guy right here, Axel 2.0 from Kingdom Hearts. That's Styles, I can't remember his last name, but he's a magic user. Ooh, scary, right? He comes up and he's just like, "You better hand that girl over because she is more powerful than you understand." And he's like, "Whoa, no, you can't just steal people like that because they're magical and stuff like that." They go on. Toma ends up beating Styles by punching through all his magic, and then he ends up punching him in the face. And you'll realize that this is a growing theme that goes along with the entire series throughout, where it just revolves into Toma punching everyone in the face and punching the magic out of them or something like that.
Like One Punch Man.
Pretty much. Anyways, that is Kanzaki. I can't remember anyone's last name other than Toma Kamikyo and Makoto Mizuka. And, never mind.
Character except this one. It doesn't, you know, all the anime crazy names, but anyway.
The whole known world doesn't really know magic exists other than the people who use magic. Kind of like fate. So basically, Index right here, this nun, she has 10,000 holy grimoires crammed inside her noggin. Because she's got so much knowledge cracked inside of her head and stuff, the church has to basically erase her memory every year, so that way she doesn't become overloaded with all the knowledge that's inside of her head.
Wait, so which show are we talking about?
We're still on 2008's JC Staff's first season of A Certain Magical Index.
A certain magical index.
A certain magical index.
And a certain scientific railgun, though, is that other girl.
Makoto Mizuka? Yes.
So, but she's in both. They're both in both.
Yes. Because basically what I'm going to get at it and stuff like that, and you're going to get this later, the Index Raildex Accelerator series is basically the closest thing you're going to get to a cinematic universe. It all revolves around the location that they are at, Academy City, and how all the characters interact with it. Some characters will meet each other in certain ways in like Index, and then randomly in Railgun you'll see these characters just kind of pop in for like a second, and they'll just like have an interaction, and then they'll go on their merry way. And it's really great, and it's really cool. So he sees that Toma, his super weird right hand, decides to stick his hand in her mouth and touch that seal on the back of her mouth, basically putting her into like full defense mode, and basically all the grimoires like activate, and she's like, yeah, you just tried to like steal all my memories and stuff like that, so blah blah blah. Attack mode engaged. Toma kind of punches through like all of her security system, and he gets
antivirus.
He gets through her and stuff like that, and he stops the activation system from killing them all and stuff like that. And they're like, wow, that was really great. Boom! All these feathers fly everywhere, and they're like, oh, those are like St. John's feathers or something like that, and if they touch you basically die. One of them hits Toma in the back of the head. He's just like, oh crap, that hurt. Falls unconscious. Toma had his memories all erased from like everything that's happened so far. He just knows he's got a powerful right hand. He's told that he goes to school in Academy City, doesn't know who anyone is, and now he doesn't have any memories. A bunch of stuff happens. He goes and sees his dad and his...
Wait, is this like halfway through the season, or is this like the end of the season? Are we in a new season yet?
This is... Toma goes on summer vacation with his family. Doesn't remember who any of them are. Sees everyone. He sees his mom, and his mom looks like Index. Index looks like one of his best friends. And his sister looks like Makoto Mizuka, and his dad looks like some old guy he doesn't recognize and stuff like that. And they're just like, yeah, there's an angel here, and you gotta stop him. Or you gotta stop her and stuff. And she's going, and Kanzaki's like, well, I'll fight an angel because I'm one of the saints and stuff like that, so I can do that. And she can't really do that, but she holds her off for long enough that Toma can stop the seal, break the seal. The angel's like, oh, there's no summoning Satan going on here, so I guess I'm out. Bye. And then they leave. Everyone goes back to looking normal. Toma's mom doesn't look like Index. Index doesn't look like Toma's friend anymore. And his sister looks like his sister and not Makoto Mizuka anymore. But then next comes the sister's arc, which is Makoto Mizuka. He runs into Makoto Mizuka, but she's got goggles on her head. He goes down the alley. He finds her dead body. And And then he finds like 1,000 more of his sisters who look exactly like Makoto Mizuka, but they all have goggles on their head and they don't have shorts underneath their skirt. And they all are like, yeah, this is just a clone. We're just gonna clean this up and bye. Accelerator, and he killed the clone of Mizuka or whatever because they are trying to. Accelerator is the #1 level 5 Esper in Academy City, and they're trying to push him to level 6 by having him kill 1,000 Makoto Mizukas or whatever, clones of Makoto Mizuka. And yeah, so that way his experience build levels can be raised and he can go that. And Toma's like, yeah, that's a bunch of crap. And Mizuka's like, yeah, that's a bunch of crap, but I like crying, so here we go, I'm gonna cry. She cries. He's like, yeah, you don't have to do that anymore, because I'm here, and I've got my right arm, and watch this. And he goes and he lines up a good punch, punches Accelerator in the face. Accelerator's like, yeah, that hurt a lot. And then he falls over and he's just like, I'm a level 5, number 1 in the Academy City. How can I beat by a level 0? This is impossible. And then, so I'm not sure if the beach arc or the sisters arc comes first or later. And so that the one where he goes with his family, I'm not sure which one of those comes first. But I'm pretty sure the sisters comes first. Season
What?
Yeah,
The
they
pedophile.
end up beating some other girl who also becomes their friend and stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Is she
Bye."
one of those?
No.
So,
she's not anything.
what's the direction this story is going? Is there like a big bad they're trying to beat? Is there like a what's their MacGuffin they're trying to?
So the entire story is based on these mages are working for the Church of Necessaries, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, so Church A.
They're protecting Index.
Right.
Right here, who's got the grimoires in her head.
Right.
Pretty much every other mage besides that is trying to get those grimoires.
Okay, so the story is basically fend off the dudes from touching the little girl.
Also, every mage in existence basically wants to control Academy City, which is home to all the Espers.
Okay.
And so that all the Espers are like, yeah, we're here in Academy City, so no one's really like can like kind of get us. We're like bossing say here in the walls of Attack on Titan. So basically, everyone's trying to get all the knowledge inside of her head. They're trying to get his right arm, and they're trying to get this entire city.
Why do they want his right arm? I thought it was unlucky.
Super powerful. He's punching through magic.
But is it
Blaze
unlucky?
blow.
So is it unlucky or is it lucky?
He's got the Imagine Breaker in his right arm. And it's basically, so, spoiler alert, he gets his arm cut off like 3 times in like all the series and stuff like that. It just kind of grows back and stuff like that. He's just like,
So is the power in his arm or not?
no.
Okay.
It is in him, but it comes out of his arm because he'll get like his
Okay.
arm cut off like at this point, and then dragons will come out of his arm and like start like killing people.
So do people know he has this power?
Yes.
But does he know he has this power?
Yes.
And they want that power.
He doesn't know what the power is, but he knows he has the
So
power.
he has
How
power.
did
He lost his memory, right? Did
He lost his memory. all
Do
the
we
way.
know how he got the power?
No.
And the little girl has a library in her head.
She's got like a bazillion
How did they-
magical books inside.
How did they get there?
How did they get where?
How did they get in her head?
In her head, it's basically knowledge. She's got a photographic memory.
So she just looked at
memorized
them.
all the books.
So she's just a savant.
But the other books are out there.
No, they destroyed the grimoire.
So they just put them in her. She just made
she
her look.
memorized them all,
And then they destroyed them.
Wait,
So
did they
she's-
make her memorize them, or did she
Yes.
just like happen?
They made her memorize them,
And then they destroyed them.
and then they destroyed.
And now they want to get her.
Now basically all
All
the
the
mages
mages
other
wanna get
than
her.
outside of Necessaries, if I'm not mistaken, are trying to get inside her head.
And
How old is she? Like, when did this
1,000
happen?
years old,
Like,
obviously.
He's 16. She's younger than he is, so I'd say.
so these books were around until like 10 years ago.
And then Don't Rate Me in the Alley Chick and Actual 2.0 are from Church A, and they're trying to defend little girl from getting touched by dude with no memories who has stupid powers.
Yes,
In this city
so-
of the Untouchables.
So after he's like, oh, let me reach inside your mouth, and like she goes into security mode or whatever, and so they're like, okay, so you seem pretty like legit to be able to protect her, and she likes you, so like she can stay with you, and so that. But we're gonna check in on you every now and then. So
That's
what
not
we're
how
doing.
this
And the rest
works.
of this series just plods forward with dudes trying to touch this little girl's library head.
Yes.
All
And
right.
They're also trying to get his
That dude's power in his arm that we don't know
Yeah.
right now. That's
his
just,
right arm, and they
Okay.
also want to control
The city.
Academy City.
So the rest of this series is just marching forward with these. We got plot devices 1, 2, and 3.
So-
we're just gonna throw dudes at it.
Wait, but
because-
so
And
why?
This is Index.
But why
Okay,
does?
it's just index.
Okay, so why does the railgun matter at all?
So Railgun Season 1 starts off before the timeline of Index, like just like 4 or 5 days before.
Okay,
and so that.
hold on. So Index is still going on, but Railgun is also happening?
Yes.
Okay, so Index has 3 seasons, and while those seasons are still going on, Railgun's also going on.
Yes.
So how many seasons are there of
Think
Railgun?
of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Okay.
Where the movies are going on
Okay.
at the same time.
Alright.
And so about the Railgun side story. I mean, it is a side story, but it's a certain scientific railgun. That's what the show's called.
Same characters?
Main character Makoto Mizuka.
Okay, so Chick
And this
has
cast over here.
Okay.
And so, yeah. This is the Index side. This is the Railgun side.
Okay.
So pretty much. And so that. She's a main character
They
in
don't look
both.
stacked over on that side.
Yeah, that's the main series. And so
Okay.
anyway,
Wait, so Index is the main series.
Yeah.
Index
Railgun
the
is
main
like a
series.
spin-off.
Railgun is literally a spin-off. It's like
Oh.
the Persona games.
Okay.
Okay.
So, which are
So
more.
Shin Megami Tensei is going on that
Yes.
side, and
And
Shin
Rail-
Megami Tensei Persona is going on over here.
Just to let you know, Railgun is more popular than Index.
What?
And so, yeah, it's just.
She's missing a jean pant leg.
That doesn't
All
make
right.
it popular.
Whatever.
That's
Anyways,
less popular.
So Railgun takes place about 4 or 5 days before the start of Index and stuff. Makoto Mizuka, she's the 5th ranked level 5 Esper in Academy City for different ages.
And we just had an arc in Index with the dude wanting to get like mega jacked in level 6, right? So level 5 is powerful.
That was like in the middle of Index season 1.
Okay, I'm just trying to gauge power levels. Level 5 is powerful.
Very powerful.
Level 5 is the most powerful level Esper in Academy City.
And that's this chick.
She's one of the 7 level 5s.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, Japan.
In fact, she's the 5th ranked level 5.
Okay, I got you, Japan.
So basically, in the first episode, Kuroko Shirai introduces Makoto Mizuka to her friend Ueharu, and Ueharu's like, "Hey, can I bring my friend San with me?" and stuff like that, which is this girl right here. And so they all basically form meet, while Makoto just kind of like stops a bank robbery in like the process of the first episode. Along the way, through the first arc, there's rumors of this this like super technological stuff called the level upper. And they're like, wow, that's really weird. They're like, yeah. So there's like people who are like level 0s, and then like they use the level upper, and now they can be like level 2 stuff.
So is this level stuff like a video game to them, basically? Or is it
power levels?
It's just okay.
Power levels.
All right.
The people who use the level upper share, like they get connected to the same consciousness of this AI that this one bad lady's trying to like, you know, mutate and evolve into like a higher being and stuff like that. Makoto Mizuka's like, yeah, I don't care about that, and bam, shoots a railgun right through her like stuff, and she stops Seisade and stuff like that. That's like the first half of it. Makoto Mizuka runs into, in the middle of the first half of the season 1, she runs into Tomoe Kamijin, and he's like, they do their whole situation where, you know, it's the same thing with how they met in the first season of Index and stuff like that. And then he goes on his way, and he just kind of shows up at random points in Railgun. There's this other bad lady, and then she's like, yeah, so that first bad lady you beat, she was doing things the wrong way, but she was actually trying to save some students of hers and stuff like that, because they're using it as like experiments and stuff like that. And I don't know why she tells the main character, Makoto Mizuka, this and stuff like that, because she doesn't really have to, but she just kind of does.
That's bad guy stuff.
Yeah, you know, bad guy stuff. So, what's it called? She's powerful. She kind of like, you know, none of them really beat each other. They just kind of like, I'm trying to stop you. Oh, you can't stop me. And I didn't really get away, but you didn't really let me get away. And so, kind of thing. They kind of get, what's her face, back out of jail. Well, actually, she breaks herself out of jail, if I'm not mistaken. And then they help her go find the children who are being like put inside of like an experiment kind of thing. They go and beat up the new bad lady together as a team, save the kids, and that's the end of A Certain Scientific Railgun season 1.
How many seasons are there?
There's a lot.
3 is airing right now.
So
It
there's
started in 09.
Railgun started in 09.
Right.
so there's
Index started in 08.
so there's 3 seasons of Index.
Yes,
3 of
The
Index, 3 of Railgun,
3 of
1
it.
of Accelerator.
one of Accelerator.
And what's Accelerator?
Accelerator, the number 1 level 5 character who's killing all the clones of Mizuka. There's an
Level
anime
6.
about him
Okay.
that aired last year. Yeah, last year.
Is there gonna be more of that, do we think, or
If so, I hope they do it way better because it's really bad.
okay.
Now, riddle
So
me
maybe
this. What is Soul... No, bottom right. SoulReaperZone.com.
It's
Wait,
probably
okay.
just a picture.
Yeah, that's just where the picture's from.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
Wait.
this had anything with the
Yeah.
Soul
So
Reaper universe.
what does Railgun actually do in the Index storyline? Does she actually like do
She
anything
does
to
the
help
cat. She
them,
makes the
or
cat, she holds the cat.
So this might not. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure. I'm really confident in this. Makoto Mizuka is the main heroine in the story. Even though the show's called Index, and he kind of saves her and always goes back to her and stuff like that, she gets focused in the Index series, and she has her own series where she's the main character. I'm pretty confident that she is the main heroine and stuff like that.
Well,
in
because
this.
they have her crush story with
Tell me.
Toe Jam.
Yeah, Toe Jam.
Wait, hold on.
Okay.
The Index with Toe Jam or the sister with...
No, Makoto with Toe Jam.
I thought they were...
These are the 2 main love interests. I'm pretty
I
sure
thought-
she's the main.
I thought she was the sister to Toe Jam.
wait? But I thought the
No.
nun was like
Who's the
11.
sister?
Toe Jam-
Random girl.
When he went to the
okay.
beach, his family they were going on vacation with his family.
Okay.
His sister looks like Makoto Mizuka because
Okay, that's what got me
because all the
confused.
magic that was going on was making
What
people
two
look
terrible
like them.
girls for him to choose from?
Yeah, they're both younger than them.
There's one
Like-
Jean pant leg lady over here, and Axel
She likes him
Foley.
too. She likes him too.
Well, it's an easy choice. Either that or the dude holding the
But he's
lollipop over
typical
there.
light novel protagonist. He's dense. He's
Wait,
dense as all
is he
hell.
holding a lollipop?
It looks like he's holding a
No,
lollipop.
it's a
He's holding
card. It's a card.
He
It
throws,
looks-
he throws cards and they light
It
on
looks like
fire.
a lollipop from here.
It
You're
does.
blind.
Zoom in with the camera.
No, that's a
And then
card.
don't go to the left too much.
It looks
because
like
you
a
might run
reverse
into plot
card from
points.
It's a card.
Alright.
But anyways, that is the story of the first season of Index and the first season of Railgun. Any questions?
But why?
Where would you rate this on your tier list of anime?
Oh, like this entire series as a
Yeah.
whole?
All of it.
So before my rewatch of it, I was like, yeah, that was pretty good, you know, but I didn't really see like the entire like the huge appeal of it until my second rewatch. It's really high.
So are we topping like top 25, top 10?
Yeah, top 25.
Okay.
Yeah, top 25 in my book.
And you've seen some stuff.
He's seen a lot.
I've seen some stuff.
How many completed titles do you have on Mal?
Don't worry about it.
I want to know.
More than Eric.
Have you guys both crossed 1,000? Okay, that's what I thought.
Did
he finally go Ultra Instinct and you're back over here playing with Super Saiyan God level stuff?
No.
He got hooked on
That's a yes.
Eric got hooked on MMORPGs. All right, wrap this up. We're done.
Anyways, my name is Chase Starkletter. Thanks for joining us for BakaKon 2020. This is my panel, the first season of Index and Railgun. Thanks for watching. Bye! Is it going?
Yeah, it's still recording.
Oh,
I just want to get a good outro.
that was Jeff.
No,
You got
Maybe
maybe
some
things with Jeff here.
yeah, you can.
You're over here talking about rape.